Hello, everybody. What is going on? Welcome. Welcome to the after party. I call this the Reefapalooza after party. Um, if you want to join, feel free to join. Yeah. And I'll put the link in the description. I know y'all like what's up with the glasses, DC. Um, I'll tell you in a minute. I met some people at Reefapalooza and got a black eye. Nah, I didn't get a black eye. I already got 7 viewers. Um, what is up, everybody? If you want to join, um, you're more than welcome. Hold on, let me see if. Well, I can't pull up the chat right now. I need to get that OBS thing. Okay. Oh, here go the chat. Okay. I gotta make this window small. Hey, what's up, Smokey? Hold on, let me. Dang, I gotta make this real small. Okay, yeah, there we go. Smokey's Reef. What is going on? Gary Montgomery. Hey, what's going on? What's up, Click Clack? Thank you, Smokey. Noble's Reef. What's up? Ray. Yeah, I'm rocking my Ray Charles look today. Hey, what's up, Chris? Chris, what's up, Billy Pipes? What's up, Tina Reef? This is the after party, y'all. Okay. Tina. Okay, I'll email it to you right quick since you asked first. Let me drop the link real quick. Let me drop the link in the chat. Then I got you, Tina, like always. It just take me a little time. Okay. Damn. All right. There's the link. Welcome all 18 people. So happy to have y'all in church today. What y'all think about Reefapalooza, New York? I got you, Tina. You could HB Aquariums, Russell Garcia, what's going on? Hey, Miss Reefa Fox. HB Aquariums, everybody. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Monday? I'm actually been home all day. I've been washing clothes and doing my weekend chores because I was in New York on Friday and Saturday. So Sunday I kind of chilled out. I'm actually supposed to go with my buddy Mighty Nano Tank house to pick up some yellow quartz rashes. Yeah, hey, definitely. I'm hanging in there. Picked up a sand-sifting snail today. Okay, Russell. A sand-sifting. Oh, is that the Nasarius snail? That's the only sand-sifting snail that I know of. Excuse the background again. But I will have a green screen by next week. I promise you guys, and I may do a test run and see how it works. So y'all won't have to worry about that. Hey, what's up, SE Reefer? Wish guys went to Reefapalooza. I live in Houston, so I couldn't make it. Sorry about that, Gary, but it will be I guess the Reefapalooza for you will be Orlando. Pipes. I'm gonna send that to you via text message, Billy Pipes. But yeah. Oh shit. Don't have Billy number here. Oh, Billy don't have an iPhone. Shoot. Okay. Send me an email, Billy. I don't know if I have it. I'll email you. SC Reefer, would you like to join the live stream? I'll just hit the link. I don't know if I have you, Billy. Let me see. Let me look. Billy Pipes, I do got it. Billy Pipes at Yahoo. Tina Bloomfield at AT&T. Anybody else need the link? now. I know. I want to hear what Billy Pipes think about Reefapalooza. Um, what his experience was, being that it was his first um time selling at Reefapalooza. Okay, SC Reef out. See the link also. Um, did you spend all your money, Pete? No, I didn't. Hey, Pete, I think that's the same Pete from when I met you in Orlando. I didn't, Pete. I only spent $40, and then yesterday I spent another $20, but I wasn't there, so I had somebody buy it for me. So $60 is not bad. Yeah. Hey, what's up, T? It was a pleasure meeting you, man. Reef Palooza, man. Saint, what is going on, Saint? Anthony, how's it going? Oh, that's infamous. I I got your full name at there, Anthony. Um, yeah. Hey, what's up, Greg?
Hey, what's happening?
Nothing much, man. How was your when did you get back?
A couple hours ago.
Okay, so you stayed until on Monday.
Yeah, we went out to Carmine's for dinner last night.
Oh, nice. Who was with you? Like
So,
other
all the guys from California and a lot of the staff from Orlando.
Okay, that was
So we had about 13 people. So that was the perfect place to go.
cool, cool, cool. That was in New
So
York or in Jersey.
no, in New York on 42nd Street.
Okay,
So
that's cool, man. Hey, what's up, Billy Pipes?
What up?
What's up,
hey,
man?
Billy.
You look big. You look
Yo.
beat down, man. What a weekend, huh?
Oh man.
Hey, Tina, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Just recouping after a long weekend myself.
I got my glasses on because I don't want y'all to see the bags under my eyes.
Yeah, I've had a rough weekend with my tanks.
With your what?
With my tanks,
What happened?
we had a power outage,
Oh, there go the train.
and I wasn't home. Yeah, there's the train.
Hey, I'm about to put the link in the chat. Um, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tina. I just heard trains.
I'm sorry. I said I was having some trouble with my tanks this weekend. We had a power outage, and I didn't know. I wasn't home,
Mm.
and I've lost my 2 horses. I've lost a few corals. I haven't lost any fish. Yeah.
Sorry.
How long was it out for?
Over 8 hours.
Mm. Hey,
And then I came, my battery backup, one failed. It was on just a steady, like long beep or whatever. It wasn't beeping, it was just a long, steady noise when I got home. And my reef tank, the gyre was going, but nothing else was working. And by the time I had gotten home, the power had cut back on. But one of the seahorse tank never fired back up, and the only thing that started running in the reef aquarium was the gyre, and that's because I had it plugged into a regular DCFI outlet and not the battery backup. It's been a long week.
That's crazy.
Now, DC, I want you to notice the pump that wasn't plugged into the battery backup is the one that worked because it had one less point of failure.
I'm not sure what you're saying. No, my battery backup actually, one stayed working, one did not stay working for some reason.
Correct. But one of the things I talked about in my talk was that the more points of failure there are between the wall and the product, the more things that can fail. So nothing was wrong with the other pumps that were plugged into the bad battery backup. It was the bad battery backup that caused them not to turn on.
Yep.
So that's why I'm really a big proponent of being careful with with adding too many points of failure between the product and the wall.
And let me say that Greg talk was very good. That's the only talk that I actually stayed for. Well, I'm gonna confess, I stayed for about 80% of it, and then I got distracted.
No, actually, the talk went too long.
It went too long?
It was an hour and a half.
Okay.
I didn't realize it went that long
What
until the people
time
from
that they give
Billy's
you?
group started coming in, and I'm like, oh, we must be almost time for Billy. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But it
yeah.
was good though.
Yeah. Usually a speaker goes for 45 minutes, and then a 15-minute question and answer. But I just didn't know. I had no idea what time it was, and just kept going. So
they didn't have like a little thing that's trying to remind you like your time is up.
no, that's kind of on the speaker to watch the clock. I just didn't do it.
Okay.
So,
Maybe next year, but like you know, somebody could volunteer and be like, to keep it on point, because I know sometimes we just talk and
right.
kind of
Well,
get away from yourself.
Yeah, no, I think typically these guys do these talks. When I'm speaking at clubs, I typically have a good hour and a half, 2 hours. They don't care how long we go. So it's just different in that speaker format, and I just gotta work with my speech to cut it down, and but I'm just afraid of cutting out vital information that may help one single person. Maybe I'll cut out the metal halide portion. There was only one guy in there with metal halide, so. Well, actually, there was two. The other one said he was too ashamed to raise his hand.
Hey, what's going on, Infamous, man? I see you packing, getting ready to head to the great city, nation's capital.
Heading to DC, then to Switzerland.
Oh man, Switzerland.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast, man.
Beast.
It's hard to pack for like a month though, in just this like duffel bag and this. Stuff.
That's cool. Maybe we gonna all link up and just hang out. Show our tanks. I gotta clean my tank for Infamous because he's coming. I guess we could just go out to eat or whatever. But
yeah,
it's
man.
kind of weird because I think we need to finish in DC because I live in DC and Moki lives out in Maryland. And
Wait, he's in Maryland?
Yeah, he's in Maryland.
I actually might be staying in Maryland. Hold on.
Well,
no, I'm staying.
On what part of Maryland? Because Maryland's pretty big.
Well, let me double check. I have no idea what's going on. I got so much stuff on my mind. But Stephanie was saying that we could take the metro into the city and meet you guys up or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, we'll iron it out.
Yeah.
I'm free at the 4. I'm free.
Oh, awesome! Because we were talking about going a little bit early.
Okay.
We thought it was gonna be like 6, so we were talking about going in and then going to a museum or something while we waited for y'all.
Well, if y'all gonna be in DC, go to a museum, then yeah, it's probably best to come to my house first, and then we can go to Moki's or Ben. See, Ben lives in Virginia, so that's like going way out the way. Like I'm right in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We should get what who is it? Ben? Who is it?
That's Mighty Nano Tank.
Okay, yeah. We should put him in the group chat.
Yeah.
And then I could send you guys what address I'm staying at, and we can kind of like figure out the logistics. But yeah, I just want to know what we're doing so I could make a video about it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm a bad planner, so
yeah.
I do things on.
I want to do the mumbo sauce. That's what you call it? You said mumbo sauce?
Mumbo sauce, yeah. You want chicken wings and mumbo sauce.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
You see more in the chat. I see Death Mage and chat. The ladies out here.
Death Mage, hey mama.
Erratic and Reef, how you doing? I guess SC Reef is now joined.
SC.
So we're going. This is called the Reef Church after party, Reefapalooza. So the only ones that I really see that's in the chat with us in the hangouts is Billy Pipes, Greg, and myself. We all kind of met each other or linked back up at Reefapalooza. I want to put the spotlight on Billy Pipes while he just sits there and chill out. Billy, tell us
He's
about
just chilling on his front porch.
Billy. Tell us about your first experience with Reefapalooza as far as being a vendor. What was the give us the good, bad, and ugly.
Well, the good is that I sold every single piece of coral. I sold the tank. I sold the stands. I sold the lights. I sold everything. The only thing I came home with was some wet towels and some empty totes.
Wait, you sold the tanks that you had the corals in?
Yeah.
Wow. Congrats.
That's great.
That is great.
I pulled a Greg and just sold everything.
Well, that's what you planned on doing, right, Billy?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that.
Did you sell that? Did you sell Bob?
No, I had two people. All right, so I keep forgetting his name. He was a speaker last year. This year he had like the bleached afro. I don't remember his name. Who is it?
Colin Ford.
Yes. He wanted Bob pretty bad. Yep. And
Didn't sell Bob?
I had two people that wanted to leave a deposit and pick him up on Sunday. And I got scared and I brought him home.
What? What is that?
There was way too many people that said they've never seen anything like it. And I said, no, I gotta, if somebody like Colin and Jake are like, dude, I ain't never seen anything like that. I figured, you know what, then I gotta keep it.
So was they saying they never seen that color or that big of
both?
Okay.
Both, yeah.
Man, you crazy, man. You are crazy, man. I can't believe you, man. You go bring a core and that stuff.
Oh, I know. And as soon as I put him back in my tank, he was so happy and big again. I was like, he just wanted to come home.
I love you, Bob.
But I'll tell you, I will never. It was a good weekend, right? But it wasn't fun for me. Like, it was fun, but like, yeah, that's the bad. I walked around maybe 2 hours the whole weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, you become a slave to the booth.
Yes,
for sure.
yeah. Like every time I walked away, and I came back, there was like one piece gone, and I'm like, but then every time I was standing there, I would sell like 10 pieces, and then I would take a break. I couldn't leave,
Yeah.
So, and I didn't get to hang out because like last year was so much fun, running around and whatever, and I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to see everything. I really wanted to talk to Tulio a bit, but yeah, it had its ups and downs as a seller for sure, highs and lows or whatever. But that was the last time I'll ever do a swap. It's too much. It's too much. Just like he's became a slave to the booth for real. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect wording.
You gotta maybe do something like what Rico did, which he paid somebody to sell his stuff.
Yeah.
Although I was a little disappointed in him on Sunday. He wanted to lower all the prices of his frags to $25, and I said, "There's 350 frags here. Lower them all to $10. That's $3,500."
Right? Yeah.
Who was that? Greg.
Rico.
Oh, okay. So you wanted them to be $10. You talking about for that frags?
Yeah, I told him $10 a frag. Just get rid of them. I mean, you've
Blow
already
them out.
because he already sold like 50 or 75 frags at regular price.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was already saying, well, if I don't sell these, I'll just throw them away.
Throw them away?
Just
trash?
Yeah. So he's all, because I'm making so many. I said, then just sell them all for 10
Wait,
bucks.
wait, hold on. Wait.
Hey, that's when you just wait by the trash can.
Exactly.
Hold on. I don't understand. I'm trying to get this. So the mindset was not to lower the price, but to throw them away in the trash can.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he may have been just talking.
Yeah,
but
I'm hoping he was just talking.
Yeah, but Asian Nutty, he didn't want them. He's like, I don't want them. I don't want to take them back with me. Right. So Rico was like, I don't care. I'll just get rid of it. I'll just walk away from them. And I'm like, just sell them for $10 each. Yeah. You sell each one, that's $3,700.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
At the end of the raffle on Sunday, I did have 4 pieces left. And at that point, I was just so tired. So I bagged them all up. And with my neon orange Sharpie, I wrote free on the bag and I floated them. And as soon as somebody turned around, they were like, is that for real? I'm like, yep. And then this lady just snagged them up, ran.
Nice.
Good for you, Billy, man. That's the way to pay it forward. Give back to the community. I was wondering because I had jetted out there. I had to come back home. So I was wondering how day 2 was going to go. I mean, even though I went last year for day 2, I still was kind of like, I was wondering how y'all was going to do as far as sales because I didn't know, I didn't know if y'all was doing good, doing bad,
It was still, I think it was still pretty busy. People wise, there was definitely, I think there was, to me, it seemed like there was more people this year's Sunday than last year's Sunday.
Yes.
Like the line was just as long at the beginning. It was just as long all the way out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
And it was just as crazy. The temperature went up 10 degrees for the first 3 hours. I felt for me this year, I was worried because my tank was so empty Sunday morning that, you see a half empty tank and you're like, yeah, there must not be anything in there.
Yeah.
So it was really hard for somebody to come to a half empty tank, but it did all right. Took a while.
Maybe have 2 different tanks, smaller tanks, and then consolidate and break one down so it doesn't look so empty the next day.
Yeah.
Now, see, the way I look at it when I go to frag swaps and I see one that's half empty, and my way of thinking, and maybe I'm backwards, is that, oh, wow, they've been doing a whole lot of sales.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I wouldn't think that there's anything wrong with it.
No, so. It just doesn't look. It doesn't catch your eye when there's, when the bowl of Skittles is almost empty. You're like, nah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys, did any of you catch what happened in the raffle at the end with that Red Sea reefer tank?
No, I heard a lot of screaming. What happened?
So what happened was I called a number and no one claimed it. So then they, I called it like several times, gave them every opportunity. No one claimed it. So I said, okay, should I pick another? And they're like, started their little chant of pick another, pick another. So I pull it and some guy yells out from like the front of the building and comes running up and he's like, I want it. And we're like, well, where's the claim? And he starts pulling out these pieces of a ticket. And it wasn't the claim check. It was just a ticket that he said matched the number. But I mean, he had torn it into like, I don't know if he had wet hands or whatever, but it was like disintegrating in his hand. And then so his friend goes, well, I bought the ticket right after him. It's this number. And I go, so you don't have the claim? I'm sorry. We're picking another number.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that was the fair thing to do. Because you couldn't prove that was the number.
Did you need security, Greg?
No.
Okay.
Greg gives the people that look like, no, that's not how it works. No.
Yeah.
It used to be $100 bill, but I don't see the 100 anymore.
Exactly. So he was like all dejected, and then I had to pull a third number, and that person claimed it. So, but we gave away a lot of nice stuff.
You got to do the raffles.
Yeah.
Everybody mad at you. But
yeah. A lot of people walked out of there with a lot of loot.
I think Sabella won 3 things on Saturday.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't ever pay attention to who wins what because I'm moved on to
Yeah.
2 or 3 prizes later. So, yeah, pretty crazy though.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds
I had
like
a
you
lot of fun at
awesome
that show.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex
Yeah.
King said, "Nice meeting, Greg. I won Rico's frag pack." That's awesome.
He won it?
That's what Alex King said.
Nice.
I think what's his name? Saltwater Connections, whatever his name is. I think he has some type of raffle going on. If you buy a certain amount of corals or $100, you get a raffle or something. Is that what you're talking about? Guess? I don't know.
I almost got freaking. So I did a little thing on my video where I said, you know, I'm going to have scratch offs for Ultimate Corals. And I walked out and a couple of people recognized me and they said, "Hey, do you have the scratch offs?" It was a gift card with a scratcher on it. And so I handed one out, gave another one out, and then as I'm walking out the door, I completely got surrounded and people were just ripping them out of my hands.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
Oh,
here we
man.
go. That was it.
That
baby.
just goes to show you it was a great promotion.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Savage, man.
I'm glad everybody did good as far as like the sellers, because I know it was a big expense, but the amount of people that was there, it was just like it seemed like everybody was gonna do good. I walked out of there with 2 clownfish. And I was happy too, because I was looking for those clownfish. They little babies. And they kind of like floating around the top of the tank. They kind of got harassed by my damsels. But I love them. They're the frostbite clowns. And it's amazing how those clownfish dropped in price from a year and a half ago to now. It was like I paid $40 for those guys.
Mhm.
Last year they was like $300.
Peace.
Yeah, but they babies right here. The ones I got for 300 was like almost like adults, but still that's a heck of a price difference. So
I only got three corals, and they were all Rockinems.
nice. I didn't see no rock nyms that I was like that I really wanted.
Yeah. I saw some that I really wanted, but they were like 120 bucks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was gonna get 2, right? And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like them. I've never had them before. I don't know if they're gonna do good in my tank. So you know, you get a. So I got 3 of them for 70 bucks. They're kind of good looking. They don't look super awesome under my lights,
Mhm.
but when the Reef Brights get here next week, they'll look better.
Oh yeah. Oh, you getting reef rights?
Oh, snap.
Told on himself.
There's going to be LEDs over my tank. I'm so sorry.
Listen,
Don't be sorry, Billy. That's awesome. I love LEDs.
LEDs go with T5s, man. Those are that's the perfect combination. I still got my reef rights back there. Like I'm never getting rid of them. That blue pop, man, is something serious.
I was talking to Tulio for quite a bit, and I was outside, and Jason was outside, and I said, "Hey, man, I know you don't want anybody asking you any questions, but you know, I'm T5s. I'm thinking about getting Reef Brights." And he looked at me like, "What? Yeah," and walk away. You know, just do it. So
Yeah. Hey, Reef, it's CJ. Reef Spy said, "Is CJ coming to church to confess?" I was on his Instagram live yesterday, and I think he's coming, but I don't think he's coming to confess. He'll do it on his time. But if you following his Instagram, you can see that one guy just scooped up his whole livestock. Like,
really?
yeah, he has an empty tank now. Like, it was crazy. He went live for like an hour. Then 2 hours later, he posted a picture of the whole tank was empty. It's just water. It went from a full tank to an empty tank, just like that. So
I don't know if anybody really remembers what my tank looks like before the show, but I'll take a look at it. 78 frags later, better not there anymore.
let's present you, Billy. Yeah, so I don't know. You guys got to beat down CJ for a confession. I think he's gonna make a video, but he's gonna do it on his time. So I try to get him to come over here, but he's just taking a break from the hobby, from what I gather, and which is
I don't know if anybody's had rock nems, but I kind of place these guys really. I feel like it's too close together. Will they move if they're too squished?
Nah, they like being close together. They like zones. Really? Yeah, they chill out together, and then they like like your A-cans. They don't like a lot of flow. They're still right.
I feel like they're not as because this guy's by himself and he's wide open, but these two are compressed.
Man, I love rock flowers. I'm hoping to get a lot of them.
And I got this little magnet thing here.
Dude, your tank look empty now.
No, look at it. The only reason I have that frag rack is because there's a Zoa stuck to it that I want to give to Dave.
I love Billy's tank, man.
But I can see my sand bed again. Oh, here's Bob. Look at this. Look at Bob, dude. He's crushing it.
Man, you such a punk, Billy. Go. Still, Bob. Hey, Moki. He's lurking while doing water change. That's awesome. I did a water change before I left, so I'm good on my tank. Someone tell Billy they like it when you keep messing with them. Okay, Bob is. I can't believe you didn't sell Bob, Billy. You had him.
Look at it.
He was.
Big.
Listen,
It's so.
Bob is huge too. Like, don't let. I mean, you could tell by the. Dang, look at that. You could tell by the video, but Bob is huge in person too. Yeah, I'm definitely. No, his daughter named that A-can Bob, so we've been calling him Bob ever since.
Look at he's like falling off. It's so crazy. I know. Is it blurry right now? But man,
He need to lose some weight, man. Or put him by himself. Bob is too big. Shout out to Bob for making it.
he's gonna go right here where this one is.
Yeah, it does. It does straight reef. It does look good in person. Excuse me. So yeah, I can't believe Billy had it for sale and everything. Still didn't sell Bob. Bob eats ground beef. An inappropriate reefer name is not Mochi. That was the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably spelled his name wrong. It's Moki, but I don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
Mochi. Here's how proud I am, DC. Here's how proud I am. You ready? He walked up to me and he like handed it to me like he was handing me something illegal. Here they are. Limited edition.
Mochi and Moki.
Right?
Dude, I want the mochi so bad.
You want the mochi?
Yeah, his little magnets. Those things are so cool.
Those are huge.
Yeah,
they're so legit.
There you go.
Like if they were shrunk wrap and sealed, I wouldn't open them.
Dude, they're so good.
They're
Moki,
so legit. Like
Moki comes up with the best merch. His stuff is
right?
always so good.
Yeah, that's legit merch right there.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like saying he's not even selling it or something. Like he's just giving it away when he sees people.
And I'm his manager. I get 1% of everything. So you guys buy him up.
1% of nothing.
Next time he goes, he sell merch. Y'all buy all his merch. I get 1%.
I think he just posted his shirts on his YouTube channel.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love those magnets, man. That is real nice. Detailed. It looks like a whole.
I'm going all the way to Virginia just to get one, man.
I believe he'll hook you up. I do. I have a Reef Squad shirt too. I want to. Hey, Moki, do you do other colors? Cause I want to. Like black is my favorite color, so I want to get a different shirt, a different Reef Squad shirt. I don't know. We'll talk off the air. So now that Reefapalooza is over, but I know there's still the after party. Is anybody going to Magna? Who was in the building going to Magna? Let me see. Infamous Aquatic. I know you going to Magna, right, buddy? Are you in there for Magna 2018?
I'm talking to a few people about sorting some stuff out.
Yeah. Now Magna is gonna be lit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go all out for Magna.
Yeah. Just honestly, man, I just want to go to see everybody.
I'm telling you, Magna gonna be it. Like, I feel the hype coming on now. Like, it's gonna be lit.
Dude, you guys, I'm gonna geek out when I see like you, Moki, Dev, Michael, everybody.
When you come to DC, we're gonna lift you up on our shoulders.
I wish you would.
Like we just won the championship or something. me and Moki strong. We 150 gallon tank.
I saw Moki with his shirt off that one video, looking like Bruce Lee, man.
He's no joke.
Rip.
Dude, for some reason I saw on
Moki's in the chat.
I saw on Facebook. I did not know Bruce Lee died at 32 years old.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
I know that. That was awesome too. When are we getting a Reefapalooza video and appropriate reason? yeah, I'm gonna have to look for. I saw your video, Dave. It was pretty good. For me, I didn't do no videos.
Who's that? Dave Nano?
Yeah, Dave Nano Tanks. He wants a video.
Hey, how did my booth look? Did it look all right?
I think your booth look good.
You got shout out to Dave. He helped me put it all together, unload it off the truck. Without Dave, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
That's dope. Yeah, I like how you could just drive up into the because I think in Florida you can't really drive into the actual venue, but on this one you could just drive right up. You ain't got to carry a lot of distance. So I like that part. That was like my first real behind the scenes of Reefapalooza.
I'll be behind the scenes.
Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt. I gotta head out.
Okay, man. I'll see you when you get in town.
Yes, sir. Everyone in the chat, y'all have a good night.
Hey, man.
Reef 5 said Billy's booth was legit.
Hey, I want to know if I said this right. Livy K, Dave is the man.
Yeah. Are you in the chat, son?
Who's Candy Lady? Is that Livy K? Is Jessica from Fritz here? Can somebody tell Jessica from Fritz to join the church? For Dave? I was surprised the parking was free. Yeah, it was, and that was a good thing. You could park right underneath the they had like a little garage or whatever. That was cool. Yeah, everything. I'm definitely driving every year when I go to shoot. I have my contact here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to respond to a text. I can't multitask, guys.
Did I tell you that they sold the actual booth as well?
Who?
Did ya? You were planning on it.
You sold the booth?
Yeah.
Like the tables that I built.
Mm-hmm.
I sold those too.
Wow. So I wonder, like, was you like promoting that, or somebody just came to you and said, "Hey, I want to buy this booth"?
No, yes. A couple of vendors were like, "Man, that's freaking that's genius!" And because I had all kinds of surge protectors, like mounted, secured, and all that, and there's certain vendors that they trailer everywhere. So I was like, "You want them?" And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "How much?" I said, $50 each. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool because you ain't got to break all that stuff down. Or...
Dude, I had like 3 totes to bring home. That's it.
I'm going to answer this question.
Did you bring your wagon, Billy?
Next year.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to answer this question in the chat. I'm not sure CJ's reason. Saw Shaq Ben asked me, DC, did CJ quit for personal reason or did he get sick of the hobby? If the second, we got to rally him up. I'm not sure what's his reason. but behind his the way he's stepping away. So you're gonna have to ask him, but he's just saying this is a he's taking a break. He didn't necessarily quit like at that answer it. But I can't really answer for CJ. You gonna have to hound him yourself. Ask him.
I think at this point, I could be wrong. It might have changed, but I think he's keeping the tank and all the equipment, right? Or no?
I think that's still up in the air. From what he said last night, that he was keeping like the radions, the Apex, the calcium reactor, like I guess the like the E-core and all that kind of stuff, all the equipment. But he is with the tank. He's selling the tank stand, the sump, the algae scrubber, the skimmer. You know,
He's taking a break so he could go bigger. That's what my theory is.
So we should name this live stream "What Will CJ Do?"
Yep, there you go. I think he's taking a break because of all the football and stuff, but then I think he's going to go bigger because that's what he's been wanting to do anyway, I think.
Dave Nanotech said, I just bought out his channel. So Dave has all the subscribers. But yeah, he will be missed temporarily. I believe he gonna be back. Like I met that guy. I met that guy. He loved his hobby, man. And when we was up there buying corals, he was just picking out all the candy. So I think, you know, it's gonna be just a matter of time. But hey, we all need to step away sometime, right? Take a break.
Yep.
We can still join the live stream. His video's not getting taken down, so it's not a funeral. It's not CJ's funeral. He's still here. And plus, y'all got me, so y'all don't need CJ. I got DC. I ain't going nowhere.
Reef says, look at Billy. Wax on, wax off.
Go Kai, bitches. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure Greg is over there cooking because he told me that he be grilling all the time. So that's probably why he's muted. But it was cool hanging out, finally meeting Greg, and always a pleasure meeting Billy Pipes, hanging out with him. And Billy told me that the guy with no eyebrows does have eyebrows. So I just take him at his word. I didn't see no eyebrows, but he said he had them. So I hope he did good with his coral sales. And just everybody up there, you know. New York is definitely...
You know who was fun to talk to that I met for the first time? T Green.
T Green, yep. I said the same thing. Met T Green. He gave me one of the strongest handshakes that I ever had in my life. Like
he meant business that day.
That guy lift corals like he lift weights. He pulled me in like, come here, DC. I was like, oh. You didn't see no eyebrows? Me neither, Respy. That guy. Billy was the only one. He said he didn't see no eyebrows either. I know I didn't see no eyebrows, but you was closer, Billy. So we're just gonna take your word for it. Nah, he's cool, man. Respy. I just like poking with him. I like poking with the people that I shouldn't really be poking with. I could snap my neck in two. As you know how the Tina, you know how people with like the different like the ninjas, they could poke you like right in the head and just knock you out. Like that's what that's Fish of Hex. He probably could touch me like right here.
I'm sure all he's gotta do is look at you.
I want to learn that though, like just to touch your shoulder and just kill somebody. Like, I was just playing. Yeah, it was a horrible fragging accident.
Yeah, there was one tank blowout this year.
Hey, definitely, I did. I was looking for the eyebrows. You said you had a tank blowout?
This year there was a tank that blew out and a table that broke.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
That would be horrible.
It was one. I'll say one thing that caught my eye the most was it was like a jawbreaker. It was like a bounce jawbreaker, and this one table had it for sale for like $1,500, and they wouldn't sell it. Like they had like 2 or 3 offers. I didn't get it on camera because I was just ready to get out of it, but man, that bounce. I think the bounce mushroom kind of. I think that's gonna be the new. I ain't gonna say the new wave, but now that they're like coming down a little bit in prices, and they so easy to propagate.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be, you know, if I do like invest, it's gonna be in bounce mushrooms.
Now the bounce mushrooms, are those the ones that look like a mushroom, but they got these bubble things all over them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I call them nerds.
You call them nerds? I love nerds though. Those are good. Nerds are one of my favorite candies, Billy. What's everybody's favorite candy? I say nerds and Jolly Ranchers for me.
M&M's all the way.
M&M. See, are you the type of person that consider chocolate candy?
I love chocolate candy.
Candy and chocolate is different, Tina.
Yep.
What's your favorite candy? You have to think about it. All right, we're gonna get back.
I don't really. It says they have chicken nuggets.
Gummy bears too for me, Russell. I love me.
I like gummy bears, but I like M&M's better.
M&M's is chocolate, not candy. Not candy.
It's candy. It is got a candy coating on it.
That is true. You got a point there, Tina. It does.
Thank you.
It does have a candy coating, but it's still mostly chocolate.
DC, do you want to see how you clean your the back of your glass?
I just saw you. What you got? It's we only you. What you? What is that? Oh, you glued it to a piece of stick?
Yeah, I'll watch.
Oh, so you got the inside and then but I like Coraline on my back glass. That is neat though, Billy. that is neat, man. Because you don't have you can't really you get your arm back there, but that's about it, right?
No, my arm's not 4 feet long.
Huh. All right, Billy, you just gave me an idea. What do you got that stuck to?
Well, the mag float, the outside mag float, you just put screws right through it because it never goes in the water.
Tina, everybody in the chat saying that chocolate.
I like it. Yeah, right now I just use a scraper on the back. I like some Coraline, but I don't like a whole lot. And I hate the ugly phase where the whole back of your glass gets all green and then it turns into spots like weeks later.
Hey, Tina?
Yeah, I like that, Billy.
Sell those, Billy. Oh, you screwed it. You screwed it and glued it?
Yep.
You screwed it and glued it.
Yeah. So what you put the screws inside of it's going inside of the glue?
It goes in. No, it goes into the plastic here.
But in the middle of that look like a big blob of glue. Is that right?
Yeah, I put hot glue on it just to give it a little bit extra.
That is so cool.
It's ugly, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, and it works.
Like get to it from here, but the way my tank is up against the wall over there. So.
Yeah, see, that's the same with mine. Right now, I just get in there with one of them long-handled scrapers, and then I use a sponge that's made for acrylic, but it's not a sponge. It's like a scrubby, and that's what I clean it with right now. But that would be an awesome idea.
So you don't like Coraline algae on the back of your glass, Billy?
I like some, but I had a big before I started cleaning it. I had an alkalinity drop, and I'm thinking that that's what it was because I had this humongous growth of Coraline on the back of my glass, and my Coraline just my alkalinity just dropped.
Okay.
So right now I'm just letting it go in little spots or something like that. If I like it where it is, then I leave it, and then I clean the rest.
Coraline looks good to me. And for the record, Miss Reefa Fox, chocolate is not candy. Water is not wet. All right.
Yes, it is.
Water is
and
not wet.
If you look on the M&M's bag, it'll say candy.
No. We're gonna talk about this. Chocolate is chocolate. You don't mix the two. It's like you don't.
Hold on.
You don't put.
We're gonna ask somebody right now that works for Mars.
Oh, get the white.
All right, here we go.
You can tell because look, this is what was on her desk this morning.
Yeah, let's ask the wife.
See, and that's a candy bar.
No, it's a chocolate bar.
It doesn't say chocolate bar. Hershey's chocolate will say chocolate bar, but
That's
Snickers is a candy bar.
Ain't no candy.
All right, hold on. Is chocolate
She's sitting there shaking her head.
chocolate?
It is because it's in the confectionery family. It's candy.
Wait, huh? What was the answer?
She said yes. Ha!
It is candy because it's in the confectionery family, so it is candy.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
No, I disagree. Anybody in the chat, if y'all think chocolate is candy, put a thumbs up. Put a thumbs up if you agree with Tina, and put a pause if you agree with me. Chocolate.
Tina and the lady who makes it.
Everybody's disagreeing with me. I asked Siri, Russell, and Google don't know. I'm going. You don't mix up M&Ms and Skittles. You don't do it because that's a crime. Like, because if you
no, I don't do Skittles. Skittles is a crime.
Listen, if you eat an M&M and you eat a Skittle, you're gonna be pretty mad. Dave, come on, Dave, man. It's all these thumbs up saying that it's candy. Chocolate is candy. Y'all consider chocolate candy? Wow. So anything, shut up, because it's sugar. So all sugar is candy? Chocolate? No, I don't like this. I don't like this chat. I don't like this Reef Church today.
He's gonna go on. He's gonna be hunting on YouTube now, or he's gonna be going to these companies and saying, "Y'all need to change things."
I'm really mad that y'all really think that chocolate is candy.
I've always thought it was.
See, Russell said, I mean, mixing M&Ms and Skittles is a terrible thing to do, but chocolate is still candy. No, because you could mix up candy all together and be happy. But if you mix up chocolate and candy, you're gonna be pretty upset.
Yeah.
Well, I think the rapper does say chocolate candy bar.
Chocolate candy bar. I don't know, Billy.
So there's candy, and then there's chocolate candy. DC. There you go.
Wait. Now you're changing up the game, Tina.
No, he just said chocolate candy bar, right? So there's candy.
No, it's a chocolate bar.
Candy.
It's a chocolate bar. I'm gonna be sad. I'm mad. I'm really mad about this. If I give y'all a bowl of Skittles with a bowl of M&Ms in it, and you just take a handful and put it in your mouth, you're gonna be like, "What the hell's going on?" I'm like, "What kind of host are you?" Right? But if I give you a bowl of Skittles with a bowl of Nerds, and you take a handful, that's a satisfying feeling in your mouth. It's like a party in there. Right? So that's my logic. So you got chocolate, you got candy. You can't.
Okay. We're gonna have to come around to your way of thinking then.
Yeah, we're gonna. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do what Russell Garcia said. We're gonna take a trip to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and we're gonna do it once and for all. Chocolate, candy is candy.
Okay, my favorite candy would be my homemade peanut brittle then.
Peanut brittle?
Peanut brittle.
See, that's more close to chocolate. Peanut brittle.
No, there's no chocolate involved, so you can't even go there.
I get what you're saying, but that's closer to the chocolate family than the candy family.
Yeah. Only if you dip it in chocolate.
Hold up. Livy K said Hershey isn't real chocolate, it's fake chocolate. Blasphemy.
Oh,
blasphemy. Hershey is the best thing that ever happened to us as a people.
Does it Nestle uses sour milk? Nestle uses rotten milk when they make their chocolate.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I got some Nestle cookies in my freezer. So you tell me I need to stop eating those cookies, Billy?
No, you can eat them. It's like the water it's like the water that goes through your city. There's just enough arsenic in it not to kill you.
Wow. Oh my God.
Thanks, Billy.
He's making us not want to eat that shit no more.
There's just enough all cities in the U.S. use arsenic in the water to kill bacteria, but it's just enough to not kill us.
Oh my lord.
Nestle chocolate. Miss Reefer Fox, I'm about to ban you. You keep all of these great treats. Chocolate, Nestle chocolate. She just put a throw up sign. Nestle has been making some delicious fake chocolate for over 100 years, I guess. Yeah. Are they so fake? How do they stay in business so long? They even got a theme park. Hershey, you ever heard of Hershey Park? That's how famous their chocolate is. I can't
It's a
believe
fake park. It's a fake park. It doesn't exist.
Wow. You guys are killing me. Chocolate is from a cocoa bean, is what Gary saying. I don't know how's it got on chocolate, but I'm loving this conversation. I'm really mad that y'all think that chocolate and candy are the same thing. I'm not understanding this. Like, this is new to me. If I give my nephew or niece a candy bar, I'm giving them a sugary, flavorful, like a cherry flavored watermelon something. I'm not giving them a chocolate bar. Chocolate bar makes a mess.
Yeah, you need something to drink with chocolate. Candy, you don't need it.
Billy. Exactly.
I don't need anything to drink with chocolate.
You can't eat a whole thing of chocolate and not take a glass of water or milk or something to wash it down. You don't need nothing to wash it down with candy.
Let's just put it this way, DC, right? They don't make a cake. It's chocolate cake, right? It's not watermelon. It's not a watermelon flavored cake or a lemon flavor. It's people like chocolate.
Right. So it
chocolate frosting.
Yeah. Right. It's not candy chocolate cake. Nobody said nobody's eating a candy cake. But you can eat a candy apple, right? A candy apple is just ain't got none chocolate in it. It's just candy. So M&M stuff like that is really chocolate, not candy. M&M's melt in your mouth, not in your hand. That is true. I'm surprised. I haven't met someone who thinks chocolate was a candy. I'm surprised. Hold on. Miss Reef Fox said, I'm surprised I ever met someone who didn't think chocolate was a candy. No. Chocolate's not candy.
Yeah, you're the first person I've ever heard say that.
I can't believe y'all. I cannot believe y'all. Okay.
Hey, is Fishy,
Dave, you got a point, Dave.
Is Fishy Snowman in the chats?
Nah, I haven't seen him yet. So Dave you got a point.
Dave will go to the store and ask where the chocolate aisle is. They'll send you down the baking aisle because that's where the chocolate chips are.
Fishy Snowman needs to come and confess how much he spent.
Yo, I saw his Instagram. All I saw was just a tank full of Zoas. No, I'm not saying that. So Def May said, go eat some cocoa and tell me if it's sweet. Like candy, sweet, chocolate is sweet. Other things are sweet too. You can have sweet potato pie. That's sweet. Anything could be sweet because there's sugar in it. But candy and chocolate is different. It is. It's just different. You don't have candy frosting. You have chocolate frosting or vanilla frosting. You don't have candy flavored frosting. Here go Miss Fox putting candy in chocolate.
You got me crying. I'm laughing so hard.
No, because I'm upset, Tina. I'm upset today. Because y'all think that candy and chocolate is the same thing. And
look what Miss Reefer Fox put in the chat.
I'm about to put Russell on timeout. He said sweet potato pie is nasty.
Yes, I have to agree. That is nasty. I don't nope.
Get out of here, man. I'm just gonna move. You don't eat hot chocolate. You drink hot chocolate, not hot candy. You see what I'm saying? Nobody thinks hot chocolate is candy when they drink it, right? Right, Tina?
Yeah, but it's made differently. When it's made into an M&M, that's candy.
So Snickers candy.
Yes.
It's not candy bar. No candy in a Snickers.
Candy. There's a reason why they call it a candy bar.
No, it's a chocolate bar, not a candy bar. They shouldn't. Y'all call it candy bar. It's a chocolate bar. If sugar is the main ingredient, then it's candy.
I'm gonna have to go buy me some now and prove to you what it says on the package.
Who the hell said pumpkin pie is better than sweet potato pie? That's crazy. Sweet potato pie is the best thing ever.
If you like sweet potatoes.
Okay, soda is damn close to candy. So do y'all consider soda's made with a lot of sugar? Is that candy? Is you candy soda?
No, that's diabetes.
That is true. You got a point there, Kenny. You got a point.
That is plain. That is straight up diabetes.
My thing is, so is a chocolate starfish candy? No, it's not. A chocolate
No,
starfish is not candy. A chocolate chip
because
starfish,
that is chocolate.
that's just food for the Harlequin shrimps. So nobody say candy starfish. They say chocolate chip starfish. See, you just proved my point, Miss Reefer Fox. Just proved my point.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. So stop calling chocolate candy, everybody. It's chocolate and it's candy. You have a candy stripe pistol shrimp. Nobody thinks chocolate when they say candy stripe. But when you say chocolate chip starfish, you think why? Because the chips on the starfish look like chocolate chips. So this is about reefing, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, this is about reefing. Has a lot to do with it. A chocolate starfish ain't chocolate. Gary, come on, you're killing me, Gary. Can't keep going back and forth. Let's just agree to disagree, everybody. We can have this great debate all night. But chocolate is chocolate, candy is candy. No, Billy's phone didn't die. He just went to go get some chocolate. He didn't go get no candy. My candy cane core is low in sugar, but it's not a chocolate candy cane. Dave Nana's tank. I don't need prayer, Death Mage. I know what the difference.
There are chocolate candy canes though at Christmas time.
That's nasty though. Who hangs chocolate? That's nasty. Who hangs chocolate candy cane on their tree? And I'm black. I don't. My chocolate candy cane is sweet and sugar. I don't think it is chocolate. I think it's candy. Y'all are crazy. Who raised y'all? Chocolate candy's candy. All right. This is my church. We're gonna call chocolate. Like I said, if you was to give me a bowl of M&Ms and you sprinkle in some Skittles with it, you're not a friend of mine. That's
now see, I know the difference. I wouldn't mix the two. I don't mix my candy like that. I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't mix. You can mix candy, but you can't mix candy with chocolate because it don't go together. That's my whole point, Tina. So you can mix the M&M, you can mix the peanut M&Ms with the regular M&Ms, and all is well. But you cannot mix regular M&Ms and Skittles and think that's all. Think that's cool. That is not cool.
Okay, then there's two classes of candy.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay.
Chocolate candy, and then you got the super sweet and tart candy, like the Skittles.
I was almost with you, Tina. I was this close. You got different categories of sweets. That's what you meant to say. You got different categories of sweets.
Two different, yes.
One is called candy, and one is called chocolate.
No, they're still the same. They're just a different class. I can't even see her. See, are you laughing so hard you got tears too? Is that why you won't take off them sunglasses?
I'm about to cry because I can't believe y'all categorizing chocolate and candy in the same.
That's just the way we grew up with.
I grew up in the same earth that y'all grew up in. What you talking about?
Yeah. Oh,
I just don't understand how can y'all think chocolate is candy. I don't think chocolate when I think candy. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Kudos to you. How did I give you a wrench just for that? Add you as a moderator, Tom. Tom, the only one
and he's fixing to take mine away.
I'm gonna take your wrench. Everybody that don't agree with me can get de-wrenched. I saw
my goodness.
This weekend. Yeah, you didn't see a lot of chocolate this weekend, did you, Dave? You saw a lot of eye candy. You didn't see a lot of chocolate. There you go, Tom. You got a wrench now, buddy. You're the only one that makes sense in here. Don't let Miss Reefer Fox and Death Mage and all these candy chocolate lovers and Tina. It's all the women that's keeping this confusion going. I see that right now.
Well, that's because I make candy every year at Christmas time, and it comes in different forms as well. It's all candy. It's all candy.
Well, I'm about to put these cookies in the oven. I don't.
That's different. No, I didn't say cookies. I said candy. I make candy.
No, y'all. Somebody said that if it's made with a lot of sugar, it's considered candy, like sweet.
Well, they call them confections, confectionaries. It's all that way, but they just have different classifications.
Wow, this is amazing to me. This is amazing.
Look what church turned into tonight. We're talking about sweets.
Yeah, I think everybody should go get some candy or chocolate. You can't get both. You can't eat both. So, what anybody got anything else to talk about? Because I'm done with this chocolate candy debate here. The great debate.
Yeah, see, I really don't like Skittles and stuff like that. And yes, that might be blasphemy to you, but that to me is just too sweet.
Skittles are too sweet?
Too sweet. Yeah, and they stick in my teeth.
Yeah.
Same thing with caramel. I don't really like caramels that much either.
So do you say caramel or caramel?
I'm a chocolatier.
You say caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
So which one is correct? Caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Anybody else?
Because it's not spelled C-A-R-A-M-A-L. It's spelled C-A-R-M-E-L. Caramel. Well,
caramel.
Maybe not. C-A-R-A-M-A-L. It's caramel.
I say caramel. I want some caramel in my Starbucks caramel frappuccino. I don't say caramel frappuccino. I say caramel.
Yeah, that's just the way. I don't know. It's maybe all just the different way you're raised.
We're gonna do all night. I'm gonna make it my mission to disagree with you, Tina.
Go for it. You know what? I got a needle. Do you want some hair?
Do you say all right? Let me see this. Do you say Louisville or Louisville?
Louisville.
See, I got you right there. Because CJ, he corrected me, said no, it's Louisville. It's not Louisville. See,
I don't live in Louisville, so I wouldn't know the difference.
So it's Louisville. Okay, I hit you with another one. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans?
New Orleans.
Okay, we agree on that. Okay, is it Maryland or Maryland?
Say it again.
Is it Maryland or Maryland?
Maryland.
All right, you on the road now, Tina. You on the road.
I'm back in his good graces. Woo.
See, is it tomato or tomato?
Tomato.
All right. You doing good. You doing.
I'm forgiven.
Bubba got a good one. Is it algae or algae?
Algae.
Algae. Okay, then you guys say algae.
No, I say algae.
Nolans. Y'all say New Orleans? Like Nolans?
New Orleans. Yep.
Nolans. Somebody said Nolans.
Well, now see, that comes up with that depends on your tongue, how you pronounce things. And if you're from the South, they're going to say Nolans.
Is it chocolate or candy?
It's chocolate. I'm just going to give up and say both.
Okay. Gary got a good one. I heard both of these growing up in church since we in church. Is it humble or humble?
Okay, say it again.
Is it humble or humble?
Humble.
Okay, I agree with you right there. But when I grew up in church, they used to say you need to humble yourself, like without the H.
Huh.
Have you have never heard of humble?
That must be, yeah, that's got to be, I don't know. I've never heard of that. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Is it Lori? Look, that was that was confusing. Did you go on Facebook when they was talking about the Laurel or Yandy? Listen, I heard it's something with the it was with the cell phones, I think, because they kept saying like in the morning it would say Yandy, and then the audio would say Laurel. It was so weird, Tina. Like it had me freaked out for days But most of the time it kept saying Laurel. It kept saying Laurel. Y'all spelling it wrong in the chat too. Laurel. Laurel. Or Yandy. Okay. I used to say humble, but if you from Texas, they leave the H out. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like it comes from a southern.
Is it eight?
They do things a lot. Like my nieces and nephews, they all live in Kentucky, and I've got some that live in Alabama, and they are always like, "It's not soda, it's pop," and I'm like, "Whatever,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter."
A lot of people do say pop. I don't know.
I say pop.
Yeah, you say pop,
but it's not. It's not pop. It's soda. I'm like, no, it's not.
we say soda here too. We don't say pop, but that's two different things. Like you changing the whole name. I'm talking about something that sounds similar. All right, so I think Def Mage put in. Let me go back to the chat. I heard Yandy, me too. Say humble both ways, depends on the situation. Okay, that's interesting. Do you have soda, pop, cold drink? It's all the same. There's a line somewhere in Ohio where soda becomes pop. Where the hell pop come from though? Like I know it used to be called soda pop, right? But why did they leave off the pop and just start calling it soda? Make you think.
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's a line somewhere in Ohio where we say jug, not pitcher. Call me Nemo. What does that mean? Jug, not pitcher? Like a pour in a pitcher? Is that's not spelled the same way. Like a pitcher, like a people are ignorant.
Yeah. Instead of like pour the milk out of the jug, it'll be now. See, I say both, jug or pitcher. They're two different things. You've got jugs and you've got pitchers.
Hold up, is that the right spelling though? Pitcher.
Pitcher. It would be
a pitcher.
Yes, pitcher
a
like
pitcher of water.
Yeah, pitcher would be Pitcher.
Yeah. Okay. And picture, like you like taking a picture. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Definitely spelled it right. I was confused just now. Pitcher, but the way you spell pitcher is also like a baseball, like a pitcher catcher pitcher. Nolan Ryan. I remember when I was a kid, Nolan Ryan. I wasn't even into baseball. I was into Sports Center though. Some guy tried to rush Nolan Ryan at the mound, and Nolan Ryan grabbed him by the headlock, pounding him. He's hitting him like that.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, I remember it was at my grandfather's. They played it on Sports Center all night, man. And he had him in the headlock. All the guys on him definitely know what I'm talking about. Nolan Ryan was just he had cuz in the headlock, and he was hitting him from the back. It was awesome. It was awesome. This ain't church. It's Sunday school. You right, Dave. Because I had to school y'all on chocolate and candy, and we gonna get off this. It's not there for right now. But chocolate is not candy. Candy is candy. Chocolate is chocolate. All right.
We can agree to differ. I wouldn't say disagree, because I don't disagree. It's both.
Right, but it's definitely different. It definitely is different. Like it's just like I said, you can't combine the two.
You're gonna have to start going to the grocery store, man, and when you start picking out your candy and your chocolate, you're gonna have to look at the packages now to decipher which is which.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm serious. That's gonna say candy on it.
You don't eat a chocolate.
You'll say candy bar.
Candy. Not.
See it. Go ahead.
What about a candy bar that has chocolate on it?
Okay, now see when it's just chocolate, like a Hershey's milk chocolate bar, that's a chocolate bar. That is not a candy bar. Snickers, anything else with any other things that are in there, like even the ones with the nuts, that's called a candy bar.
Wait. So if it's just all chocolate,
yes, then it's considered a chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar, but if it has nuts, caramel, it's called a chocolate candy bar?
Yes.
No, no, no.
You need to go to the store and get you some and look.
No, they're wrong. They are wrong.
No, he's saying the company's wrong now. You're gonna have to write these companies DC
They
and
are
tell them.
misleading us. That's amazing. Ari said, "What's with the shades?" I don't know. I don't know. Well, I got this light right here, Ari, and it's kind of blinding a little bit. So I just thought I'd just put some shades on.
He's just tired from his trip.
You need to take it to the company. They're the one who call it candy on the wrapper. You're right. I'm gonna write an email. See, them companies don't like when you write emails. When you write an email, that's when you get.
Dave says everybody's wrong but DC.
I'm not. No, that's Dave. That's Dave Nanotank. He's trying to influence. I'm not wrong.
No, he says everybody else is wrong but you.
Right, I agree with that. Okay. Here go. Call Me Nemo said candy is confection that features sugar as a principal ingredient. Category called sugar confeitery. Encompass. What did he?
Is he looking that up on Wikipedia? Let me see what I can find.
Like. Any sweet confection
I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna see if I can find something.
Chewing gum and sugar candy.
I'm going to Google. Let's see if I can find something here.
So
let's see what Google says.
Well, see, I don't believe Google's right all the time.
What's the
difference? Is the same. Wikipedia.
Let's see. What's the difference between?
It's fake news, everybody. It's fake news.
Okay. I'm gonna give up right now because I'm not gonna win this.
Fake is fudge candy. No, fudge is chocolate. No, chocolate. Yeah, chocolate. Fudge is considered chocolate.
No, and fudge. No, fudge is not candy. Fudge is fudge.
Well, but I'll make it. That's closer to the chocolate family than the candy family. Like a fudge cake. You would think chocolate. Like you don't think candy if somebody said I got a slice of fudge cake. You don't think chocolate.
No, well she's talking about like fudge, like you would make Christmas fudge. You take chocolate and sugar or whatever other ingredients like that you have to mix up in here. Cook like it down into
a fudge brownie.
Like fudge, like chocolate fudge. No, not brownies. Fudge.
But what if you got a fudge brownie? You thinking chocolate? You're not thinking candy.
No, but we're not talking brownies either. We're talking fudge, like Christmas candy fudge.
I thought you fudge is chocolate.
You can make all different kinds. We got butterscotch fudge. You got white chocolate fudge. You got cherry fudge. You got chocolate fudge. You got all kinds of different fudge. Dude, I need to make up some recipes. I'll send you some fudge.
5238. George said Morpheus put chocolate in one hand, the other hand. Which one you take? I'm taking the chocolate. I'll give you the chocolate, and I'm taking the candy. I'm taking the chocolate. But it depends on how long it is in his hand, because chocolate gonna melt before the candy melt. So I might have to take the candy and
M&Ms don't melt at all because they have a candy coating.
That I agree with. I'm with you on that. That's the only chocolate. Before I proclaim this, that might be the only chocolate that has a candy coating. So that's the only one I could consider a chocolate candy.
Sixlets, I believe, has some. There is some carob candy out there that has.
I'm talking about like a famous that everybody know about. M&M's basically has that candy coating, like that shell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is like it's like a thin piece of candy. The rest is straight.
It would be the same thing. Well, like Easter candy too. Like when they do the Easter eggs and stuff like that, they have the little robin eggs. They have little candy coating out over their chocolate too. And I believe that's a Nestle company. I don't think Nestle is in with M&M's. Is M&M's? That's Mars, right?
M&M's is Mars, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are really something else.
Death Mage says, "LOL, fake news."
Yeah, because it's fake. They telling you it's candy so you could buy it. Well, it's really chocolate because candy. Because kids identify with candy. Ooh, can I have some candy? Can I have some candy? They don't really say, "Can I have some chocolate?" So you when you sell the kids, Tina, you sell the parents because they the one that's going to bug the parents. So these companies know. Let's get to the kids. Let's the kids they are the driving point. So they sell the kids on as candy. Give me some candy.
Mm-hmm.
But parents don't want to buy kids chocolate bars because it's a mess. They know the kid gonna make a mess. Candy, not so much.
Now, see, I never cared. I let my kid go ahead and make a mess.
Yeah, me neither. I want kids. Let me have kids. Shoot, they're going.
The
Okay.
chocolate dipped ice cream cones were my favorite to just sit them out in the yard and let them just get it all over the place and then take pictures to show them when they get older and say, look what you did.
Okay, so definitely, what is a chocolate covered raisin then? That's
That's
nasty.
a chocolate covered fruit. No, it's not. Those are raisinets and them are awesome.
No, they're not. Awesome. They're nasty.
That's nasty. It's to look on your
But then you
face.
got all right. So what's a chocolate covered mint? Is that candy?
That's now that would be considered candy.
You consider a chocolate covered mint candy?
Yes. And that's one of my favorites too.
It's just chocolate. This is a thin mint. It's just
No,
chocolate.
it's not because it's over a mint.
Oh wait. So it's a mint. So
The mint is candy.
mints are candy.
Mints are candy, but they're chocolate covered candy. Look, dude, I need to see your eyes. I can see your mouth, but I can't see your eyes. You ain't giving me your total face, man.
No, because I'm really conflicted now because everything that I believe about chocolate, you just like a mint. A mint is candy. A mint is candy. I'll agree.
You have been lied to your entire life, DC.
No, I'm gonna believe what I'm gonna believe. Yeah, a mint is candy. I'll get like if I eat a peppermint, that's considered candy. But if it's chocolate wrapped around it,
it's still a candy.
it's still a candy.
It's chocolate covered candy.
So anything that's covered in something is considered candy. But if it's all chocolate, it's considered.
Then it would be a chocolate. Yes.
Okay, so Tina, you've been pretty consistent on that because you did say a chocolate bar is chocolate, but a Snickers is a chocolate candy bar?
It's a candy bar. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
And if I have to prove it to you by going and buying some, I will. But then you're going to make me want to eat them.
I just can't buy that right now. Like, I can buy the whole, if it's a chocolate covered something, it's candy. And if it's a candy coated something, it's candy. I think.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's all candy. Just get used to it. One way or another, it's all candy.
Candy is different. Y'all not gonna convert me. Chocolate candy is different.
That makes sense. It's all in the candy aisle.
No, I'm just really. Now they all mess up your teeth. I agree with that, Rob. Vision Rob Aquatics. They will all mess up your teeth. But
yep.
Chocolate is chocolate. Say chocolate. You could chew chocolate. You can't chew candy. Yeah. Certain candy. You could chew mostly all chocolate, right?
Yeah, most of the time.
You could chew all. Now you could chew all chocolates, but you can't chew all candies. So that's a big difference right there, right, Tina?
Yeah. Now that I'll have to agree with.
You can't chew a Jolly Rancher or you break your teeth.
Yes, sir.
But you can chew Annihilator after a while, after it gets soft.
Because it's a softer candy, yep.
Exactly. But you can't. But you could chew all chocolate. You don't have to wait for that.
You don't have to chew on it. You can just let it melt.
Yeah, but if you really want if I want a chocolate cookie, I gotta chew it. I can't just let it melt in my mouth.
But that's not candy. That's a cookie.
But it's chocolate. If it's a chocolate. So candy and cookies are different.
Yes. Oh, y'all, we are never gonna win.
Wait. So why y'all gotta discriminate on cookies and why can't cook?
Because cookies is not chocolate, man. Cookies is not candy. It's in its own class. A cookie is a cookie.
So why can't chocolate have its own class with candy?
It does when it's just chocolate.
That's what I said.
No, you're arguing.
No, that's
with
what I
me.
said in the beginning. Tina, that's what I
When
said.
it's just chocolate.
Tina,
If
in
it
the
is
beginning,
just chocolate, it's chocolate.
No, I asked y'all, was chocolate considered candy? Y'all said yes. But now you saying if it's
But it depends on how the what. See, but you're saying like Snickers and everything else is just chocolate too. That it's not candy, but it's not.
I don't see. Y'all confused now. Y'all confused. I'm not.
You're confused.
Y'all are confused today. So chocolate. Listen, this is what we need to agree on. And please don't fight me. Don't argue with me, y'all. Chocolate, candy, and cookies are all different.
Yes, they are all different.
But you could combine them all in a sense. Like you could put candy inside of cookies, like M&M cookies, right?
Yes.
You could put.
But it doesn't make it candy.
It don't make it candy. Just make it cookie. Right? Okay, you ever had a chocolate rabbit that isn't hollow in the center? Try to chew that and you'll break some. You must have had some old chocolate rabbits. Definitely. Chocolate rabbits. I could bite the ears off. Like your mama must have gave you the the chocolate rabbits that went on sale after Easter, and it was all hard and stuff. And she got it for a discount. If y'all want some cookies, go ahead. Hey, Bubba, go make you some cookies, man.
Yeah, he's gotten us all wanting sweets right now.
Chewy chocolate chips. Chewy chocolate chips are nasty. Chewy chocolate chip cookies are nasty.
Oh no, they are not.
I don't agree with that.
I like the chewy ones. I'll take them and heat them up in the microwave to make them chewy.
Mm. The earth is flat. Never went to the moon. Chocolate ain't candy. That's what Dave Nano said. Thanks. The earth is not flat. The earth is round. I don't believe it.
We're deep tonight, ain't we?
This is deep. This is deep talk. It has something to do with the Reef because you got candy in the Reef. You got chocolate in the Reef. But you don't have no cookies in the Reef.
Cotton candy is not really candy. It's spun sugar. Vision Robs was just asking about that. They can call it cotton candy all they want, but all it is spun sugar.
You know, that's some of the sugar. I'm a texture guy, and cotton candy can give you this feeling of like it just dissolves right. It just dissolves right in your mouth like so quick. It's a weird taste. Like it goes so fast.
Reef says,
"Hey, what's up, Rad Perez? I'm loving the videos on the 240, man. Now I need some chocolate. Now I need a chocolate milkshake. So is a chocolate milkshake considered candy?
No, it's considered a milkshake.
But y'all say everything that's chocolate is candy. So
no, we have not said that.
That's what y'all said earlier.
They're different classes.
Rad Perez said he want to get a chocolate milkshake. That's not considered candy.
No, and it's not really considered chocolate either. It's considered a milkshake.
Somebody else join the chat so we can continue this debate. Anybody that's for that think chocolate
right back, guys
is chocolate, come and join the live feed. Come and join the hangout so we can continue this debate. Rad Perez, if you could join for just 1 second, can you please tell these people that chocolate is chocolate, candy is candy, cookies is cookie. It's called cotton candy. How is it not candy again? No, I agree with you on that one. Tina said that it's like a dissolved sugar or something like that. Cotton candy is a ripoff, guys. Cotton candy is just straight up. It's like make believe. So that's like, but it looks so pretty. Like it looks so cool, and it's just fun thing to eat. It's cotton candy is one of them weirdo type of candy that just hook kids. You know, it has a funny texture to it. Everybody go away. They don't hear about no more candy and chocolate talk. We can't always talk about Reef, guys. We can talk about candy and chocolate and all that kind of stuff. It's okay. Speaking of cotton candy, search for YouTube fastest cotton candy eat in 3 seconds. Wow. Where's everybody at?
I'm back, but it looks like my phone went goofy on me. I'll be right back. Don't leave. I'll be right back. We still got a debate going.
Yeah, we gotta keep this thing going because I'm not convinced yet. Tina should open up a candy YouTube channel. That is, sugar can become alcohol. There's your topic. Sugar can become alcohol. Can it? Cotton candy is just a fun experience. You need make you feel like a kid again. That is true. Hey, Budget Carter, what's going on, man? Those guys are nice to see you right now. Yeah, man, I had to get back home and help my sister move. So that's why I didn't stay for 2 days. But yeah, I'm happy with those clowns. Lights off right now, but I could still see them like swimming. They haven't gotten to an anemone yet. So
how small are they?
They're real small, Tina. They like half the size of my finger.
Like what, about half inch?
Yeah. They kind of get I have these what they call it, honey something clowns. I mean honey something damsels. And they kind of chase them out of it. Like the
damsels are jerks.
Yeah, they're just mean, but I like them. So it's not like a full-on chase. They're just a chase them out of their little space. That type of thing. So
well, if they keep doing that, I would take the damsels out if you can and put them in the sump for a little while. Because when it comes to that, you want to put the damsels in last, from what I have been told, because of the fact that they're so mean.
The damsels?
Yeah.
I just think
I'd like a blue one with a yellow tail, but I'm being told that it needs to be the last fish that I put in my tank because they're so territorial.
Well, don't take it from me. I'm not an expert, but I think once they kind of like with damsels, once they kind of gang up, they're just gonna gang up. They're gonna squat up and kind of chase. So to me, if you put them in last or first, I believe any fish, once they kind of get territorial, they're gonna defend it. So it don't matter if it's first or last. Like these damsels I added them in last, and they still, they start chasing and stuff. So
okay.
I think it's just a point of when they finally figure out, okay, it's like 3 or 4 of us. Let's go. They kind of just gang up like
they're being thugs.
they kind of just gang up. They're just like, okay, it's more of us than them. Let's stop. And then they chase each other too. Like so, it's like a double type of dominance going on. In my opinion. Oh, Sally John is John. Oh, okay, John that I met up at Reefapalooza. Okay, yeah, I was happy with those clown purchases because they was cheap. $40 for both. That was
that is cheap.
Yeah, they had like this guy had a booth of like all basically fish. He had corals too. He had a big booth actually, and he had like he had these yellow quartz rashes for like $10. So I bought 2 of those. Actually, I bought them yesterday. I had Ben pick them up for me, so I just sent them to PayPal. So yeah, Reefapalooza, you do find some deals, and some deals it's really no deals. It just crawls there, basically.
Now, do the yellow chorus wrasses get along with other fish for the most part?
I think so. Probably other wrasses. They probably, maybe chase, but I only have 2 wrasses in my tank. And this is not my first go around with the yellow chorus wrasse. This is like I had some jump out the tank. Some disappear just altogether, but I don't know. I like the yellow chorus wrasse because I like their swim patterns. They kind of like swim all over the tank. You get that bright yellow.
Cool.
It got that like bright yellow, you know, drink cell.
Yeah, like my tangs.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I'm like, I'm really thinking about my new tank. I'm trying to like narrow it down before I call. I'm gonna do Planet Aquariums. I'm trying to like narrow it down, like dimensions, build time, cost, all that stuff. How I'm gonna get this tank out. Like the LFS that's gonna do it, and like do the transfer because I might have to sell this couch because it's too big. So I gotta sell the couch before I get the tank, and, all this kind of stuff. But I think with that new tank with all the cabinetry and all that stuff, I'm gonna be more happy because everything gonna be nice and neat and set up how like I want it. So
yeah, and you'll have a little more room too. Because what size is your tank? 75, isn't it?
No, 105. So it's just a little, it's the same dimensions as 75, just a little deeper.
Okay. Okay.
So this one I plan on getting 72, which is 6 foot, and have it 28 inches deep. And like 22 inches
to your armpits.
it's gonna be probably about 180, close to 200. But this floor, even though I'm on the in the apartment, it's concrete on this floor. So definitely looking forward to that. Yes, Tom, this is the DSA 105. Yes. Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Like just looking at Planet Aquariums while I was at Reefapalooza, like the cabinetry looked good. Tank, like everything looks good, and then they could customize it. So I'm gonna definitely go with that. Actually, the DSA, some of the people that used to work for Deep Sea Aquatic now works for Planet Aquarium. So they kind of do some of the same methodology, how they do their tanks.
Now, is it planet or planted?
Planted. What I say, planet?
Okay. Well, no, I'm trying to decide the way you're saying it. I'm trying to decide if you meant to say planet or planted.
I probably say planet, like plant, not planted, planet.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying planted.
It's the same thing, like how we just said the other two, the other ones. So I say planet. I don't say planted because planted sound like a planted tank. Planet Aquariums. So I say it faster. So
okay, that's why I was trying to decipher.
Planet, planted. Yeah, Bubba. That's how exactly how I'm saying it.
But seeing where when you're enunciating, you're making it more clear. But when you're just saying it, it sounds like you're saying planted.
Tom, Reef Man 202. He's from DC also. He's saying that's that DC slang. Now, people from DC, I guess they could recognize each other's slang, and I guess some people from out of town say we got an accent. I don't hear it, or I just talk how I talk. But planet, yeah, planted, planet. But yeah, that's gonna be the company. Mr. Saltwater Tank uses them solely when he does his tank bills. So just knowing somebody that big that does client bills, uses their tanks, I'm pretty confident that that tank won't explode on me or anything like that, because
that's awesome.
That's something that we don't really talk about in this hobby. And Rich, I really don't I don't wish on nobody, that their tank will explode, but it's been several cases of people tanks, just exploding. And I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what type of feeling of rage I would have if I came home and the whole front of my glass was just gone. Like,
oh, I'd be gone. I'd be gone.
I don't know the level of rage. I know I'll be mad. I don't know the level of rage I will experience with that. And I hope I never experience that in my life ever. So knock on wood. This IKEA wood, so this is not real wood. I need knock on some type.
Knock on your head. Knock on your head.
Yeah, I got wood in my head.
There you go, right there.
Hey, what's up, Blue Carbon Reefing? I'm doing great. How you doing? What's up, TMG? Where you gonna get the tank from? Tom, I'm getting the tank from it's Planet Aquariums. Actually have to go through my LFS to get the tank because they only deal with like a wholesale or LFS. So I'm gonna call them tomorrow because I spoke with reps yesterday, or not yesterday, Saturday. I'm gonna call them tomorrow to like make sure that my LFS is like I guess approved to do the transaction, which I'm pretty sure they are. It just got to be LFS, which would be better because I'll let the LFS do it, like all the lifting, transferring this tank out. I'm gonna clean up this tank or whatever, put it in storage for like a month and sell it. And then they could put the new tank in. I'm gonna need like transfer containers and all that kind of stuff to put my livestock in, because I'm not starting from scratch or anything. I'm just going to transfer all my livestock over to the new tank. So this way I could do all my plumbing right. It's gonna be Peninsula. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's what I did with my 55 with my 75. I just took everything out of that tank and put it into this one.
Yeah. A lot of people like to do their tank from start over, but not me. Like I like the rock I got and the livestock. Now what I may do is put like my livestock through like a quarantine, like a month or something like that. I'm considering it. I just don't, I don't know. The rest of
I didn't, because everything when you're taking everything out of the old tank and putting it in, the only thing I would not switch over is the sand. You go with new sand. Keep your rock and stuff like that. But yeah, when I set mine up, they told me there's too much gunk and stuff in the sand that it might cause some issues. But when you're switching from one tank to another, you're taking all that good bacteria and stuff and transferring it over. So I didn't put my fish in quarantine because they had already been through quarantine. It's basically the same water, and my fish have never broke out with anything since I switched them over. We've been going 4 months on this now.
Okay, great. Yeah, just to answer some of the questions, they're saying Quantum Reef for this. No, I'm actually going to use Capital Aquariums. They're located in Manassas, Virginia. I love them. They really responsive, and they actually do the service for my the tank at my job. So I'm gonna go with them. Manassas is like it's a little small shop, but it's nice. It's just pretty cool. Hey, TMG, what I know you said you got some stuff from Palooza. I want to say you got some mushrooms or something. What all did you get? This is the Reefapalooza after party, everybody. Bubba, welcome. I didn't say and greet you yet, Bubba. What's up, Reefkeeper Phil? Yeah, so we've been talking about candy, and we have established that chocolate and candy are different. Hey, Bubba, I did see that carbo calcium from Tropical Land, but I'm not really into it. I'm be honest, I don't know too much about it. So, TMG, only thing I got was these 2 frostbite clowns from Reefapalooza. I didn't get no corals or anything like that. And also, I got these 2 yellow coarse wrasses, which I'll be picking up tomorrow from my buddy Ben's house because he got it for me yesterday. Bounce mushroom and Radion crash. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with everybody Radions. I know Fisher Hex was having a hard time with his Radions as far as programming them.
There was something that happened at Reefapalooza from what I think.
Yeah, when I was there on Friday, he just had a hard time programming to get that good blue look. So the next day when I got there, they had AP 700s over all the tanks. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't just him though. There was a lot of them. For some reason, there was a lot of the people there that had Radions that couldn't get them to work.
Yeah, well, it's probably trying to hook them up to the Reef links, and then it probably was with the signal and all that stuff. But I don't know. I love the Radions personally. If Fisher Hex want to sell me his, I'll be happy to take him off his hand.
I think he probably got some new ones.
I love the Radions. I cannot say, like, I'm thinking about either doing 3 more Radions on my new build or 1 more Radion with T-Files on the outside. So It's either going to be 6 radions with T5s going down the middle, or 4 radions with T5s going on the outside. So the cheaper option is just to get one more radion and then have them going 4 down the middle and the T5s going on the outside. But I kind of like to have the T5s in the middle of the tank. So I don't know. Do you still have your big wheel green machine? I sure missed mine. I remember the story you was saying. This shit was funny. I'm down shot through a big wheel green machine. I don't know about that story. Get back to you.
Yeah, Dave said someone tried to reboot their Radeon and deleted everybody else's settings. Yeah, that's the way I took it.
Hey Tom, the disco, you can get rid of that with the what is it called? The diffuser. You like I like the diffusers for my Radeons. Fisher has said someone got into the Reef link at the show and messed it up. That's why people had issues. Very possible. Yeah, they were trying to set them. He was trying to set them like on Friday, and they couldn't get that look. So, he had Radeons over his tank, and then he had AP700. I'm sure that's why they sold out AP100s this weekend. Yeah, AP700s was definitely the light of choice for most of those vendors. Most of them had either AP700s. I'm gonna say Kessel's kind of rude. Kessel's, then Reef Brights, and then like Chinese box. Kessel's lands free lights to all. Oh, I didn't know that, Dave. I didn't know that the Kessel that you use the free lights. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thanks, Greg, for that, for confirming that, Dave. That's awesome. That's why Kessel was so popular. Someone, if they lend it to you, will they sell it to you at a discount price? Yeah, I'm worried about Fish of Hex videos. They put in this video that Kessel's, they planted some kind of booby trap for the Radeon people, and I didn't see Radeon. I didn't see an Ecotech booth. I don't think. I don't remember the Ecotech booth there. Could be wrong, but I didn't see an Ecotech booth. I saw a Kessel booth. They probably kick Ecotech in the nuts. Yeah, but the last time you can do. You just have to reserve. Yes, you can get a smoking deal if you buy. I'm pretty sure. So the Radeon guys was there, Dave. I don't remember seeing Ecotech there. Could be wrong. Yeah, Chimp the Reef Kessel was definitely in the building. They needed that forward booth. I like Kessels and Radeons though, so I'm a fan of both. More so a fan of Radeons though. So I have nothing bad to say about Kessels. Only thing I don't like about Kessels is their programming. Hey Nano Joe. It's cool to see you Saturday also. Yeah. I guess I'll keep the chat going. It's now 30. I'm ending this thing at 10 o'clock. I ain't stay with you guys all night. I want to bake me some cookies. Not no candy cookies. Cookies. You hear that, Tina? Cookies. Chocolate cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. Not candy chip cookies. So yeah. But usually so that's smart for the guys at Kessel that they lend them out. They lend the Kessels out for all the booths. That's pretty smart. Because that makes people want to buy their product. Right, Greg?
I'm sorry, I just came in. What's up?
the whole thing with Castle lending out their products or their lights, do they usually people just buy them, for discounted price or something?
Yes, basically they let everyone who has them, who signs up to be on their loaner program, they give them the opportunity to buy them at a much less price. I know it's much less than wholesale
Mm.
if they want to keep them.
And
So
Rayon,
some companies do.
Rayon
What
don't
was
do
that?
that. They don't lend them out.
No, no. Radeon doesn't do it, and I mean, Kessel's kind of got a jump start on it. They've done it forever, so
Mm.
uh, it's just it takes a lot of manpower to do it. I mean, they come with cases of these Kessels, and you have to have, like I said, reserved them beforehand. I think they even make you, pay whatever it would be first, but if you return them, you get a refund.
Okay,
So
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, because I was thinking like I'm not saying everybody crooks, but some people they probably just walk out the door with those lights and just
yeah, I don't think that's ever happened. They got a pretty good handle on it. They've been doing it for several years for our shows.
they probably got a big dude named Greg that's going around breaking people's legs.
No, that's Dave, and he's bigger than me. Yes. So yeah, they're really good about that, and it's a nice little program because a lot of these guys can often arrange for a local acrylic company or something to deliver some tanks for them. Then Kessel provides the lights, and they don't really have to do anything but throw their corals in.
Right.
I know here in Cal get together with Advanced Acrylics and see if they can rent tanks out to everyone,
Oh,
so that
that's
we can get some of the East Coast guys to come here.
yeah, because all they have to do is pack their corals like in the individual, like Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
So then,
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me ask you about the salt, because I know you said Cthulhu Fishes provided the salt. Did you notice a
Right.
lot of cloudy water? I know we talked about this before the show, like last week, about
Yes.
pet peeves and stuff like that. I noticed a lot of people had like cloudy water, and I ain't gonna say it hurt their sales, but why would like the Tulu fishes came in like a little box of water? Why would that water be cloudy?
The water wasn't cloudy when they poured it in there.
Oh,
All the veteran sellers, they didn't have cloudy water.
mm,
AZ Nutty, he used the same water as everybody else. Worldwide Corals, they use the same water as everybody else.
hmm.
It's the guys who do it all the time. They're the ones that pack tons of carbon, and clarifiers and things like that. They've just been doing it so long, they've already made those mistakes.
Got you. So
And, that's why I try to tell people, you got to have, like go way overboard on how many heaters you bring, go way overboard on filtration and so forth, so you don't have these issues.
mm. Yeah, because I wonder like that would be a mistake I wouldn't want to make if I was a seller. Like I would pack tons of carbon and or even go as far as like running some ozone, maybe, just to because that presentation that just means to me if you're a little guy, that means the most. Like the way your stand look, the way your water curry look, your corals and all that stuff. Like to me, that would be more important than my pricing and all that kind of stuff. Like my presentation would be more try to be top notch. So
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's kind of funny. I was talking to these one guys. They were local, and they came, and I could tell right off this was the first time they had done a show. And I mentioned about, I said in the future you're going to want to come back. You're going to want to have a tank with a black bottom, black back, black egg crate, everything black, so nothing reflects back with the coral. They took those tanks back home that night, did all that stuff, and came back the next morning and set up.
wow.
Yeah, and he was like thanking me up and down.
That's good.
Because
That's good that he be listening to you though. Like a lot of people probably,
yeah,
would have gotten in
I
the
was
way.
blown away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
So, but yeah, you have to be prepared for anything. But the biggest point of it is there's hundreds of gallons of water there. If it's cloudy, do a water change.
Yeah, yeah.
100% water change. Just do it. It's that simple. But they don't. I don't know why. You know, but a lot of times what it is it's a coral or something, a couple corals that have gone a little funky, and they think they can save them, and they put them in the water, and it fouls the water, and then they start losing more. It's like, you know, the veteran guys, when they got a coral, when they pull it out of the bag and it's looking like it's having a little STN or RTN, they just throw it away. They don't even put it in the water.
Right, right.
You know, and a lot of times, you know, the good guys, they can smell the water in the bag and tell that something's wrong.
Right. And it's just not worth risking all the other livestock. Just,
Absolutely not. It'll ruin your whole weekend.
yeah. I bet you sitting there just cussing yourself out. Like, you know, it gotta be embarrassing too. Like I would feel kind of embarrassed, like, hey man, you know, I did all these months leading up to the pregnant.
Yep.
And now my water all cloudy. Like,
yep.
It just, like I said,
but I can assure you, it's not the water; it's the reefer.
It's the reefer, right. So I'm glad you cleared that up because I was thinking like, yeah. I mean, I saw pallets and just tons of water. I'm thinking like, how's your water cloudy? This is brand new. Like, this is brand new water. Like, what's going on? So I always thought that until you came on, I always thought that these guys brought their own water, and it just, you know,
some of them do, but you know, we always provide a reliable water source.
Yeah.
A water source that we would be willing to use on our own tanks.
Yeah, that's that was cloudy tanks are a show killer. Yeah, you're right, Dave. I was just looking. I mean, I don't know. I noticed it. You know, it was more than it was a lot. There was a lot of guys that had some cloudy tanks, and I felt bad for them. But then again, it's like, if this is not your first merry-go-round, you know, like me, as a seller, I probably try to learn from my mistakes, or try at least. I don't know how the community is as far as the sellers go. Are they like? I know they're in competition with each other, but would they help? You know, would they give you advice? Would they try to lend you a hand, or is just all everybody for themselves type thing?
No, a seller is not going to give you advice.
Yeah.
A former seller might give you advice, but not a seller.
So it's like a cutthroat, like everybody for themselves type.
Well, everybody wants to have the best looking stuff at the show. They want as little competition as possible. When you have little competition, you're king. You can set the market.
So are you allowed as just a overseer, can you crown a king right here? Like who would you put at the top of your list as far as sellers? Price, presentation, and just
when it comes to it, it's hard to beat Jason Fox.
Okay.
You got a tank that fits in his suitcase, and he walks out of every show with thousands of dollars. He doesn't overdo it. You know, there may be guys that occasionally will sell more than him, but they did a whole lot more work to sell more than him. You know, so I look at him as the pinnacle of success in this. Similar with the Worldwide Corals guys. I mean, you know, remember how I talked about how that guy was saying, oh, well, they're going to make all the money. You know, did you see where their booth was?
Yeah, they was all the way in the back.
Back corner, which was it was basically a booth that no one else wanted, so they took it. And they still killed it. Because it doesn't really matter where you are in the show. If you've got good corals, they will find you.
Yeah, yeah. And I was thinking about that too, because when I walked in, I think I think usually the first ones is always that zoantha.com. They're kind of like front and center.
Yeah.
You got the Fritz, then you got them, then you got like Reefers Direct, and you have it's like I don't know. It seemed like they paid extra for that spot or something. But
Well,
like you said,
no, they want. Yeah, they do. I mean, of course, those front spaces. Those are premium locations,
mhm,
and end caps and things like that. But when you really look at it, when you walk in the front door, 80% of the people make a right hand turn and go down that first aisle.
mhm, mhm.
Okay, so if you remember, that aisle was always the very busiest.
Right, right.
So because it was always the busiest, so what happens is these guys they look at all the corals and they go through the entire building. So judging by where Worldwide Coral's location was, what was the last booth they got to? Well, when they got there, they found out maybe they didn't need to go back to those other booths because they're the last stop. You got to think like that. You can't always just be right in front and thinking that people are just going to buy immediately. People are going to walk the show, and they're going to go to who they thought had the best stuff and the best prices.
Yeah, as a buyer, I definitely do around. I don't just stop at the first booth and buy right there. I always try to at least walk around the whole show, and then on my second go around, that's when I'm like, okay, I know what I want to. I want to go to. I know which ones I want to hit. So, to me, location as a buyer don't really make it. They don't make a break my decision. It's like I'm gonna pass you anyway, just to check out everybody's stuff because I don't like to like it could be a jack-o'-lantern Leptocereus in one tank, and then I could go around the booth and then find the same one for a different price. So I always try to like look at everybody before I start making purchases and stuff like that. I mean, this time I did.
Unless you see one that is way cheaper than what it should be, you probably stop and buy it instantly.
True.
If it's way under market value. So yeah, that's what people do. But because when it comes to the coral game, it doesn't matter where you are. They're going to find you. They're going to look, and they're going to come back. So it's always, if you have the best looking coral, you have the opportunity to sell the most. Then it depends solely on your prices.
True. Yeah, and I really try not to I mean, price does play a part, but if Jason Fox has it for $10 more, I'm more likely to lean towards his than the one that's $10 less.
Because the lineage,
right? Because the lineage, his name, just everything you kind of like trust him. It's like a trust thing. Like the big name, you kind of have a trust. He's like
absolutely.
So
you're buying their reputation.
Right. Exactly. So like the Jason Fox, the Worldwide Corals, Top Shelf Aquatics, all those guys, you really kind of. I think one of my favorites is Joe's No Reef. I think that's his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He usually has good stuff. So it's hard.
I mean, if you're a Zoa guy, you buy from Josh. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody knows that Josh has got an eye for Zoas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the game goes. Over time, these guys gain a reputation, and you're at that point you're buying their reputation.
Yeah, that's so. What would be your advice for the newer guys, like the ones that's trying to get into the game?
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah, so
it might not be threaded.
Just
properly.
basically talking about our experience. Like I believe Magna will have corals there. I've never been to Magna, but I do believe they do have corals at Magna too. BRS didn't have a booth, and I did see Ryan there. Yeah. they look to seem to have done well, which was very cool. See, Fish Hack was doing very well. He had tons of coral. Fish Hack had a ton of coral. His whole tank was full. Um, I don't think the will make it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. What would be your advice for like the new guys to come in? Just basically trial and error, or
Well, for a new guy coming in, my advice would be one, bring your best stuff.
Mm.
Bring your best stuff and don't overdo what you bring unless you're willing to sell it cheap. Also, when you decide to price your corals, I like to say, think about if you were to walk out of there without any corals, how much money would make you happy if a person made an offer for everything? And whatever that number is, double it, divide that by the number of corals, you can figure out, you will see that you will sell corals for way less than the stubborn prices that people want to put on these corals.
Hmm.
It's all about making yourself happy.
Right.
And,
right.
you know, I've seen guys, you know, come in with, you know, 100 frags and say, oh, well, you know, if I walk out of there with $5,000, you know, that's amazing. They may have some really nice stuff. $5,000 is a lot of money to walk away from.
Mm-hmm.
That's a heck of a down payment on a car, you know? I mean, people, I think, are going after prices because other people are selling at that price. If the object is to move coral, get the money. That's my advice to the new guy. Now, if he doesn't have the capacity to produce very many frags, sure, he can keep his prices, you know, he can keep his prices high. But for those guys that do have that capability, they need to just move the coral. Otherwise, it takes more time to pack all that stuff up at the end. I mean, I would much rather just walk away without having a breakdown, you know? I mean, you know, I watched some of those people, you know, bagging up each and every coral of the thousands of corals they had left over because they brought thousands of corals, you know? So I always say bring your best stuff if you're just starting out. And this is even at a backyard frag swap. You know, that's the stuff you want to be pushing, unless you're just selling it to get rid of it. And if so, sell it for just a reasonable price to get rid of it. I mean, I lived in an area that people wouldn't drive to come buy frags from me. You know, I'd post them for sale. If they didn't sell, I just threw them in the calcium reactor.
Mm.
You know, not everybody is willing to do that. But it was just like, I wasn't gonna make the extra effort, you know, to keep and raise this coral and keep propagating because I didn't have a propagation system. These frags were in my main tank. So, you know, not everybody is willing to do that. But I just say, you know, price it to move.
Mm.
And you'd be surprised how much money you'll make.
Yeah, I agree. If I was gonna sell corals, my goal is not to bring not one coral back. You know.
Yeah.
Not one. You know, if I'm doing all that work, I'm definitely trying to move them for sure. Like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like,
there's one other thing I would say to do, which is walk around the show. Look for corals that are like the corals. This is before the show starts, of course. Look for corals that are just like your corals. You know, the same. You know, if you got a bounce mushroom, see what everybody else is selling their bounce mushroom for.
mm-hmm.
If it's me, I can guarantee mine's going to be cheaper than everybody else.
Exactly.
Unless it is a perfect specimen and the best of the bunch. That's the only time it wouldn't be.
Well, this one guy had the Godzilla bounce, and I really oh man.
Did you see that? I didn't see it.
Dude, I put it on my Instagram. It was so beautiful. It's like a green. The video of me and Dave walked around on that Friday, and there was a new company. I can't remember their name, and I hate that.
I think it's I Love Reefs.
Possibly, but I know they said they was new. I know they from like the like Massachusetts area or whatever, and they
Yeah.
had 5 of them, and it was just, oh man, it was just eye catching. And I asked them how much was it, and they were selling at 1,000 each, and they had 5 of them. And
Uh-huh.
and when I saw the guy on Saturday, he said they already sold like 2 of them. And I'm thinking, so that Friday, I'm thinking, man, that price is just ridiculous. Like, there's no way I'm buying that at
Yeah.
1,000. But they sold 2 or 3 of them, so I'm like, hey, well, you keep it at that price. Now, if it was about Now I probably could have got it for like about $500 because me and that, we was talking, and I think I could have just got that coral if I wanted it. But man, they they was selling at that price. So to me, like, it's like I wouldn't even think they would budge on that price because they probably felt like somebody's gonna buy it. Somebody's gonna come in here with deep pockets.
Right. And I'll tell you one thing. If it were me selling it, there would have only been one on display.
Mm.
I certainly would have said I had 5. And there wouldn't be another one on display until that first one sold.
Mm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because if there's 5, then it's not so rare all of a sudden.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So it's all marketing.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, it's all marketing. So you gotta, you'll see a lot of these guys if you look, because a lot of their tanks, you got the display area, and then behind it you have a little filtration area, and you'll see that there's frags down in there. And a lot of times it's the premium stuff, but it's a multiple of what's already out there.
Mm.
So
That's slick.
Yeah, but I mean, it may have been a rare coral, but it wasn't rare to him.
Right.
But I had wanted to see it. I went there on Friday. He hadn't put them out yet, and then I forgot all about it. So
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. I did a little short
Okay.
clip of it, and it's man, like I said, the video, I tried to get as close as I could to what I was looking at.
Uh-huh.
But man, that yeah, and I like bouncing mushrooms. I'm a big fan of OG bounce, and that Godzilla bounce is like on that same level of the OG bounce.
Right.
I like the Sun Kiss bounce, not as much as I like the OG, but that Godzilla one, yeah, the perfect name for it too. I really like that.
Yeah, I really got to see it. But someone told me it's not a Rhodactis.
It don't look like one to me. It looked like more like a Yuma.
A Yuma. Yeah.
It looks like that type of mushroom, but just
Yeah, that's a Ricordia, which is
yeah, that's what it looked like. I mean, Dave was right there with me when we was talking.
Okay.
It was just definitely nice. It's definitely nice.
Well, those are the kind of corals that are going to be worth farming in the end.
Exactly. Like I think the OG bounce gonna go down in price the more. It seems like it's the one that's been out. As far as bounce mushroom,
right.
like the longest. So it seems like it's going down and down.
Yeah, I mean, we can find them here from mostly around 250 is like the going rate from all the coral sellers around here.
Yeah.
So what do you call it? I've been waiting. There's a new bounce. I don't know. I've never seen it before, but it has blue bounces on it. So
blue bubble.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where did he find it?
So I'm supposed to get a piece, and when I do, I'll definitely show you. But
yeah, I gotta come to California, man.
Well, stuff comes here before it goes everywhere else in the country. So
How do you how do you could ship the corals, or I mean you could fly back with them and stuff like that?
Yes. If you go on TSA's website where it says what can you bring,
Mm-hmm.
put in live coral, and it will address live coral. Your best bet is to print that page out when you go through TSA and take that with you, so that they understand, okay, you already looked it up and it's okay. Because sometimes you can exceed the 3-ounce rule if it's life sustaining. So, and you cannot put it in your check bags.
So it has to go.
You cannot put coral in your check bag according to TSA. It's got to go in your carry-on.
Yeah, the carry-on. Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, because
there's a couple of companies out there that make little carrying devices.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's called dang, BAO, something like that.
Yeah,
can't remember the exact name of it, but they make like a TSA approved little
right
cup.
And it comes with a printout of that page on the TSA website.
Well, that's cool for guys like well, what about like going to like the Canada and is that just for inside the country?
You cannot take corals out of the country.
Right.
Not if they're CITES controlled. You cannot take them out of the country. That is a major fine. It may be okay to take a coral into Canada. Canada may not care, but it doesn't make a difference because you're not going to get past TSA.
Why do they have that type of,
Well, because they're CITES governs transporting corals from country to country. So if it was meant to come here to the U.S., country exceeding that, for instance, if Canada is supposed to get so many corals, they don't want, just because the corals sell for more in the U.S., the Canadians sell all their coral to us here in the U.S. and then Canada doesn't have them. It's so regulated. They want the corals spread out, and everybody has their limits, and that's the way it is. So you need to have an export permit to take a coral out, even if it's aquaculture here in the U.S. Even if you grew it in your tank, that species is protected under that CITES Act. So,
well, that's good to know. Well,
it's about that time.
Yeah, it's been a great church. We mostly talked about candy, chocolate. Listen, Greg, chocolate and candy are different, man. And we're gonna end it on that note. Chocolate and candy are not the same.
Well, I heard a lot of people try to disagree with you.
Yeah, they're trying. So
I'll remain silent on the topic.
I'll let them try. Okay, but thank everybody for joining in. Definitely we'll be doing it again next Monday. Be sure to check in tomorrow for Test Tuesday. That's on Reef Community Worldwide channel. That's a UK channel. Also on Wednesday, Reef Dudes will be doing his live stream every Wednesday at 6:30 Eastern, my time. I don't know what you guys' time is. And on Thursday, we will have Tank Talk Thursday, hosted by my good friend Reef with O. I'm not sure if Reef with O will be doing it this Thursday. I'm pretty sure he is because he's out of town, but definitely check that out. So I bid you guys farewell. Remember, chocolate is not candy. So
take care.
Yeah, guys have a good night.